Hello everybody, and we shall be live today. Hello and welcome to K Project. I actually forgot to add my own logo. I'm terrible at that, but it's okay. So, welcome to K Project. This is our first tournament. We are, just a bunch of people who just want to have some fun. Everyone knows there's people like Sensei Ryu, who has hold over PUBGM, but what about League of Legends? What about Wild Rift? What about every other game? You've been abandoned. It's okay. That's what we're here for. So today we're going to start with Wild Rift. We're going to try our best to slowly try and incorporate more tournaments over time. Of course, we're a little bit late right now, but that's okay. We are, this is the first tournament. We're just trying to set up everything, get everything ready and properly done. But as we have that, just look at our schedule for today. Let's move this here. Right, so today we will have two matches for you. We will have Serpent Esports versus Paradox. Paradox Esports is a team that everyone remembers from Sensei Ryu's scrim about last month. They won first place for the scrim. There were 4 teams in it, and then we also have KSV versus Pink Paddlefish Bois happening later at about 9 p.m. Hopefully there's not too much delays. Right now we are trying to set up the lobby, trying to get players in. We totally forgot to add everybody before the tournament started, so we are just scrounging around trying to get people into the lobby as quick as we can. But while we're doing that, how is everyone's day? Oh, my disclaimer is that this stream will have a 1-minute delay. We are going to make sure that it's going to be fair to everybody. No stream sniping, nothing too cheeky, no cheating, nothing going on over there. We want to make sure that this tournament is as fair as we can make it, right? So that being said, hopefully that everyone's going to have some fun games. The tournament format, let's go to there real quick. So this is the tournament format we have. It shall be a single elimination bracket. It will be best of 3. As you can see here, it's going to be Serpent Esports versus Paradox Esports right away. Oops, I just remember we have to take... Sorry about that. We're just, setting up the lobby real quick. But anyway, so over here we have Serpent Esports versus Paradox Esports. That shall be our first set of games for today. And then after that, we'll finish with Pink Paddlefish Boys and KSV. Tomorrow, we'll be joined by Sultan Idola, who will face off against the bots. And then we will also have Eugene versus Dream Esports for the last quarterfinal match. We will have about 2 sets per day. Followed, so today's Wednesday, Thursday, then on Friday we shall have the 2 semi-final matches for the winners of both, and then on Saturday we will first start with the bronze match or the 3rd place match. We will definitely start with the 3rd place match and everything else, and then once that is done, then we will go towards the grand finals. All matches will be best of 3, just so that everybody knows. And then we shall go into a best of 5 for the finals, I believe. Now let's just wait for a few minutes for the lobby to get ready. As I'm just gonna, we gotta promote a little bit. Now, definitely have some nice background music, but I think we could have a little bit more background music while waiting. So, first of all, let's just go to chat. Is everyone here? Yo. Alright, now let's just get on ready. So far we have the tournament bracket. Did I forget to change screen? Of course I did. Nothing is perfect for the first day round, but that's okay. So we have these matches going on for us. Right now we are getting ready for the teams. Real quick. Everyone's just kind of scrounging up together, getting ready, but that is okay. We shall quickly go here. We have the team slowly gathering up and ready. While we wait for the teams, I'm going to take away my webcam. We don't need to see my face no more, all right? Okay, as much as you know, it's nice to have a webcam. This is still a tournament at the end of the day. That's more important than some random face. Now, before that, we need to make sure the games will be ready correctly. It would be a little bit embarrassing if I had the wrong team logos. Shall we? Okay, let's just make sure that everything is correct for the next setup. We have Serpent versus Paradox. That is definitely not the logo for Serpent versus Paradox. Serpent and Paradox. Alright. So, we're gonna have the little logos right here. There we go. Serpent versus Paradox, one on the left, one on the right. It's I feel bad for Paradox because their logo doesn't look a bit perfect right now, but that's okay. It's because, you know, their logo is transparent. Nothing wrong with that. Actually, I do like transparent background, but it's okay. Anyway, let's go on to the game of Wild Rift. Wild Rift. How much do we know about Wild Rift? You know, honestly, I don't know too much myself. I know League of Legends. Do I know Wild Rift? Haven't played too much. Been a bit busy. But just because of that does not mean we cannot prepare properly. Now, maybe I should add... No, I shouldn't. Now, let's see here. Let's get a notebook real quick. We should always have a notebook. Alright, so we shall start with the bans first. Let me just get a little page ready for all of us. Yes, one ban. Okay, so first ban shall be Lulu ban. So this is Serpent versus, I believe this is Paradox. We shall have a Lulu ban and a Wukong ban. Alright. And then without further ado, I believe we shall go into our first pick and ban phase. This will be exciting. Now let's just make sure that we don't have any awkward notifications popping up on everyone else's stream. If we're ready. Nice, let's start. Okay, now the bans have went through and we are going into our first pick and ban phase. Now let's see what we got. Ooh, I think the music's a little bit soft. Let's fix that real quick, shall we? Alright. Okay, let's go to the pick and ban phase real quick. So far, we already have the Alistair pick, and followed by Leona and Kennen right away being picked. So I'm gonna see a very heavy team fight from the side of Team Paradox almost right away. Look at how fast they're picking their champions. They're not even taking time to think. Akali has been picked on the blue side, as well as we have the jungle Evelynn. How do you spell Evelynn? L-Y-N-N. Right, we have Orianna being picked already. And we are going for the next pick. Looks like there's gonna be a pre-pick of is this Darius going on right here. Looks like these teams actually do know what they want. They're like, all right, you know, there's not too much things we have to think about. It is just the first game. They don't know too much. I feel like the only information everybody has right now is information on Paradox, because Paradox won the last scrim from Sensei Ryu. Now, for people asking why are we not using 2 bans per team, the reason why is because we are not sure. We want to make sure that everybody has enough champions to play the game. So we are prioritizing having 1 ban each than 2 bans, because you know, it's still early in the game. Not everybody has every champion. So for now, we will just do 1 ban each. We will in the next tournament in the future, we will move towards 2 bans, right? The purpose of this tournament was to make sure that everybody could play and have fun, but also make sure that they knew how to do some drafting. So with that being said, I hope everybody understands why we decided to use only 1 ban. I do know that it was 2 bans, but I believe that we need to prioritize people being able to play the game. So now let's talk about team composition real quick, because pick and ban phase has already ended. We have Alistair, Akali, Evelyn, Tristana, and Darius. So now, one thing I do know is that unlike the PC version of League of Legends, right, the compositions will change a bit, but the fundamentals are still the same. We still have jungles for both sides. We will still have supports and everything else. So now let's look at what we expect here. Now, from the blue side, from Serpents, right, we are expecting some late game mumbo jumbo. What do I mean by this? On Serpent side, sorry, on Serpent side, we are definitely expecting some late game mumbo jumbo, because if you look, can we move these characters around? Oh man, come on. All right, so first things first is we see the Alistair and the Tristana, right? It's a very traditional style bot lane if they are going to go there. Now let's remember to keep Focal 4 off so that we can see everything happening. And now we can see here, we're going to look for a cheeky invade, if anything. Vision has definitely been secured to a certain extent, and they're going in for the invade already. So this is going to be a very early invade. Do they have the information? The ward has been hit, and they definitely have spotted them. So they already are definitely sure. Now the blue buff has already been taken real quick. Now let's look at the composition right now. We can see here that it's going to be the standard 1-1-2. It's going to be a little bit late for the bot lane to come, and this is going to be a little bit interesting. So right now Tristana is going to be farming a little bit alone against a level 2, soon to be level 2 Leona. This will be a little bit dangerous. We can see over here Alistair has actually made it all the way, and that is going to be the safety, right? He's going to make sure saying, hey, your buff is still here, don't worry about it. Now I'm going to just remove the cursor, I believe. I don't think we need the cursor on stream. Okay, now as we look at the bot line fight for a little bit, right? Let's look at the compositions. Now, Tristana, Alistair is going to be a bit tough. Alistair has already lost quite a lot of EXP early on by roaming quite far. And Corki with Leona is a pretty aggressive bot lane, I would say. As you can see here, we're going to the flash engage right away. It's going to be a 2-for-2 exchange. Look at that. Alistair already taking quite a lot of damage. He's going to have to run back. I'm not sure if that trade was worth it, but nonetheless, both have been taken low quite fast already. Now, as we can look into the top lane right now, we see over here, it's going to be a quick lane freeze from the cannon as they have quickly secured the Scuttled Crab. Now, let us open the tab. Come on, game, please. Thank you. Now let us open back and look at how the situation is going. So we cannot force people to arrange by teams yet, but that is okay. Sorry, by the roles. So it's going to be a little bit messy. That's fine. It's we have to deal with that. Now, so far, nothing too crazy happening. 3,000 gold advantage. We can see here Akali just getting into a little bit of trouble, trying to deal some damage onto Oriana right there. But so far, nothing too crazy happening. But look at that. Both bot lanes are looking to contest for the Scuttled Crab. But the Amumu is going to come here. And look at that. Evelyn, did he manage to get the steal? I am not sure. No, Amumu has managed to secure with his smite. It was a valiant effort. But as I just noticed, the Evelyn's smite is actually on cooldown, so that will not matter too much. Now we can see here both junglers are actually preparing for a gank. Evelyn, I think, just barely missing here, but a first blood has been missed already. First blood going to the cannon right there. But bot lane we have been engaged already. Cannon forced to Corki forced to run away, and that's going to be another flash from Leona right now. But here comes Amumu coming in with the heroic play. Can he come down fast enough? No, it's going to be a quick disengage from both sides. They are not going to commit to this fight. As we can see here right now, level 5s, I believe their ultimates are ready already. Trying to plan a little bit, you know, thinking what can they do, what can they not do. Nothing too crazy happening yet though. It's 3 minutes into the game. So far we have 1000 gold advantage, and look at that, Orena's being caught into a 3v1. So far the dash is going and getting charm already. He's getting pulled and flash has to be burst, but the Atali is going to come from the side and going to take a very nice quick clean kill. And so this does not look too good for... Oh, it's a smite. No, that's a smite secure. Thank goodness. That would have been just a little bit shameful if I managed to steal with the smite right there. Now, let's look at the... I wonder if I have enough time to look at the gold. Alright, let's look at the gold right now. So we can look at Darius here. Darius has about 2,500 versus Kennen. So we can see that Kennen is definitely quite far ahead. In the top lane, on the mid lane, we have Akali with 3,002. We have Orena on 2,006. So Orena is definitely quite behind, especially with that kill onto the mid lane earlier. We have bot lane. Bot lane's kind of evenish, so nothing too crazy yet. 800 gold difference, mostly going towards the side of Paradox Gaming. Sorry, I didn't realize I took off that by accident. Now they're going to secure the Mountain Dragon real quick, but it's going to be looking for a smite steal. You can see Evelyn going in and she steals it. That's going to be a team fight. Kennen ultimate has already went through. Ultimate's a big throw left, right, and center. We can see Amu trying to make it alive, but it's not going to work as Akali actually manages to get somebody, and Darius is going to stay alive. Akali trying to chase in for the kill onto Orena. They're both trading hits, but not anybody dying so far. I believe that is a 2-for-1 exchange, and that is going to go in favor for the blue team, Team Serpent. Serpent Esports, that was a very, very nice steal, if anything. I believe that was a mistake on Paradox's side. They should have, you know, set up a little bit more. They definitely had the vision. I mean, let's turn Fog of War off real quick. Game, Fog of War off. Fog of War off. Fog of War off. Oh, on. Sorry. So they had no vision. Look at this. They had nothing set up. So basically, they did a blind dragon, and it was so not worth it, right? So that dragon steal is definitely going to go in advantage for Team Serpent. Now the Rift Herald is spot to spot, but Evelyn is already level 6 and she's invisible and is going to go in for a gang onto Kennen. Kennen's going to try and quickly get rid of him, but Darius dies to minions, but it's okay. It's going to be a quick kill onto the Kennen. A 1-for-1 exchange so far. Both junglers going to trade it in. Evelyn saying, "Are you sure you want to fight me? That might be a bad idea." And says, "Yes, you know what? I don't want to risk it." All right. They're going to run away. Bot lane's kind of retreating a little bit. That's all good. And 6 minutes into the fight, 7 kills already in the game. Let's look at items. So far, we do see the locket has already been purchased by Alistair. We see the Oblivion Orb, we see Trinity Force. Trinity Force, the first core item has already been complete. So most of these people already have their first core items completed. We have Kennen with the Moral Nomicons. We have Orena on that Liandry's. I do not remember if Liandry does the same effect as it does in game. Let's see. It does. Alright, let's go back to champions real quick. As we can see here, it's going to be a setup towards the Rift Herald, I believe. Now, the Rift Herald, if it has the same rules, it should be giving a bunch of gold and an extra Rift Herald to be able to push the waves later on. And Kennen sees it and he almost gets caught right there, so it's actually a good idea to just back off real quick. And they know that there's 4 people there going aggressive onto the Tristana, but look at that, we're gonna have a mid lane skirmish. Kennen being caught first right now, getting hit already, forced to use the ultimate, but now he's gonna think about running away. He's gonna get caught actually, and look at that, Akali just barely manages to get alive, but it's gonna be killed by the ignite, but he stays a little bit too long as Evelyn's gonna go for the kill. It's a 1-for-2 exchange, I believe. No, 1-for-1 exchange. And look at that. Evelyn's a little bit of trouble, surrounded by 4 people right now. Evelyn, can you make it out alive? No, he's gonna die right there. 2-for-1 exchange. That went a little bit horrible for Serpent Esports. I think they had a good plan into it, but the execution was a little bit mismatched. You know, it's like, hey, I can do it, I can do it. It's like, yeah, maybe not such a good idea. It's okay though. Mistakes happen. It's a best of 3 after all. This is going to be a 3 series game. It's going to be a best of 3. So if they make a mistake, it's not going to kill... it's not going to kill too much momentum, you know. If you make a mistake, all right, what did we do wrong? Do we have to ban this? Do we have to fix this, you know? Now, let's just look at the gold values real quick. Dragon's going to be spawning in 25 seconds, so I expect the teams to rotate soon. But let's just look at top lane for now. We are looking at Darius, who has 1,200 gold deficit, so he's definitely in trouble against the Kennen. Kennen has already built that proto belt, so he's going to be actually quite on the offensive side, right? Morella Nomicons, let's just make sure the effects are still the same. No, that's Darius. I want him. Let's just make sure the effects are still the same. Okay, magic penetration, grievous wounds. All right, so he has the proto belt, which is definitely going to be advantageous for the engage. Is his ultimate up? Yes, it is. So now this is going to be once again another dragon attempt. Let's turn Fungal 4 on properly this time, so they do not know where they are. Rift Herald has been spawned to force macro pressure, and look at that, the engage already. And what is this? Blue team has stolen Power Dragon. The Alistair headbutt combo actually gets it, and now Paradox Esports, they're just trying to pick up scraps. So look at that, they're bringing engage on, they're running away. Tails on their backs, having to retreat, and that's going to be horrible, horrible, horrible for them. It's going to be a 4-for-3 exchange in favor for Team Serpent and Paradox. That's just some oversight, man. Not respecting your opponent, not respecting that engage from the Alistair. And look at that, trying to go for the engage, trying to look cool, but Tristana's gonna die for a killing spree. But Darius is right there. It's an unofficial ace is the word I'm looking for. But was it worth it in the end? What were they planning? You know, we saw that there was no vision. Look at this. Let's turn Fog of War on. There was like no vision. What were you planning? You know, you lost the first dragon. What made you think you got the second one? You know, it's not Mobile Legends. You still have wards. You can set it up. You can prepare for the scenario. But oh well, what's lost is lost. What can I say? You know, a mistake is a mistake is a mistake, and that's all we can do. Live and let learn. Live and let learn. Paradox just gotta remember. Okay, third dragon. Please set it up properly. Don't waste it. You have given 2 dragons away for free when you had control of the dragon. Now, let's look towards the top lane once again. And we missed the kill right there. It's okay. Gotta practice my spectate skills. But look at this top lane once again. Both Darius trying to get a quick kill, but look at that. Evelyn's coming from the back. It's gonna be all sneaky beaky like, and the charm's gonna go in. Kennen's actually manages to escape. Evelyn actually hitting a little bit too early on the charm, not managing to get the charm off onto Kennen, and going for the aggressive play right now. But look at that, the 2-on-1, the double stun going onto Evelyn, just dying immediately right there. Poor Evelyn, there's nothing much you can do. But look at bot lane right now. Hey, that's a quick kill onto our good friend. He manages to make it alive too. Look at that, Alistair just has so much HP. They're gonna finally get, I believe this is the bottom turret 1-for-1 exchange, eventually finally making it back. You know, Tristana has been suffering so much early game, but he manages to get it all back. As you can see here, back towards the mid lane right now. I believe if I'm Serpent Esports, like, what's the game plan? They know they're ahead, but ahead by how much is a good question, right? Because if we look at this, let's just look here real quick. Now, if we just look at this, right? We look at the gold scenario. Kennen's definitely ahead. Oriana slightly behind. So they have to find a scenario where they just don't fight the Kennen. Because if you look at Paradox Esports team, right? They have the Kennen engaged. They have the Mumu ultimate. So it goes for a good wombo combo, which is great if they catch everybody. The problem is, if they have their ultimates ready and they catch everyone, the rest of the team must be able to follow up. But here's the thing, Serpent Esports, you look at their team composition, right? Look at the Tristana, you look at the Darius, they are good at singling out targets. They are good at taking one person out. And so what happens if Kennen, who has used his ultimate and dealt all the extra damage, is done? He has no more spells. What happens when Amu's ultimate runs out? If your Corki is dead, if your Oriana is dead, you're in trouble, right? Now, as we can see here, 25 seconds to another dragon spot. I'm going to turn on Fog of War. Look at that, the aggressive flash into it. And I'm not sure if that's a good idea from Evelyn, but you can see here the engage already coming in from the Cannon, and he's not going to stun too many people. Evelyn over there at the back, forced to run away. Cannon trying to change for the kill, actually not going too far. And so far, the first kill is finally going to go into the Alistar. It's forced flash away from the Darius right now. Akali being the hero gets the first killing spree. Goes golden on the Zonia, and now the team is coming in to support. It's going to be a quick double kill. Akali has just dealt a lot of damage. One more golden in, and Darius makes it out alive. It's a killing spree already. And Amumu gets a quick kill, but it's going to go horrible for the red team. Team Paradox just not too prepared, honestly.
Red team champion slain.
Shut down kills, shut down. Everything's just going in.
Red team aced.
As the announcer has said it herself, red team aced. Red team turret has been destroyed. Now, there's many things that could have happened. Many things definitely went wrong. What happened there? Right, let's look at the beginning. I believe the engage was here, but let's look at that. They're gonna try and run towards and try and steal the dragon. They know that they're definitely low. Cannon coming in, just barely managing to make it, but that's a quick escape from the Evelyn ultimate. A little bit clean right there. That is all good. All right. Now let's just have a little bit of focus onto a jungler so we can have a little bit of action going on. Now, as we are looking into the whole scenario, right, what went wrong there? We think about what can possibly went wrong. Definitely Cannon used his ultimate a bit too early aggressively. His team wasn't there. As we can see here, a 3-man knockup by the Alistar. Amumu forced to use ultimate already. Leona ultimate's coming in as well. It's going to be a 4v2 setup. Alistar somehow manages to escape, but he's going to die to Ignite right there. But the first ultimate comes in from Darius, gets the first kill already, but it's going to be a retribution kill from the Darius right away, and goes golden Orianna, but she's going to get power dive, and somehow look at that. That's a very, very fat Akali with a triple kill. And look at that Tristana somehow managing to still stay alive over there. Things are not going too well for Paradox Esports right now. You know, like if I'm Paradox, what am I thinking? Like, all right, what shall I change? Look at that, Cannon going for the heroic play, trying to get rid of at least one person, but Akali just doesn't die. And it's gonna get ace. It's gonna make a hero play, but that didn't go out too well. And somehow, somewhere, the game just went far, far away. It's boom, gone, poof. I think, if I'm Paradox Gaming, game please, let me scroll out. I'll scroll in. If I'm Paradox Gaming, right, you gotta think about your win condition. What is the win condition? The win condition, you had a Leona, you have Leona, Orianna, Amumu, Cannon. Your goal is to find 4v4 team fights, 3v4 team fights. You gotta catch people. If you don't catch people, you don't get away with it, right? And the problem is, a lot of the fights that have been happening, right, they blow all their ultimates. They have nothing saved up for Akali. And when the Akali goes in, and you have no CC, you're in trouble. Like, if we look properly, Amumu has the ultimate. Amumu has 2 stuns. Leona has 3 stuns. And then Cannon needs to set up a bit for a stun. They've not managed to shut down Evelyn because Evelyn just waits. Sorry, not Evelyn, Akali. Akali just waits. She lets Evelyn do damage, lets Alistar do all the disruption. And then when that's all said and done, all finally said and done, Akali comes in, does the cleanup like a proper assassin should. You know, Serpent Esports, they definitely planned well. They definitely did their homework, you know. They are doing it quite well. Now, if I am Paradox, what am I thinking? Think about how not to lose, how not to get caught. That's exactly how you don't get caught. The Corki forced to run away with the big passive already. So that's going to be one engagement tool that they lose almost right away. Pings going out for both sides of the team. Alright, and we can see, I believe a skirmish is going to fight soon. As we can see, it's going to be a quick kill onto the Corki already. Cannon over there at the bot lane trying to get a quick kill onto the ADC, but look at that, Akali flying in, gets them quick kill, but double kill already, and Akali's flying in, goes golden. Alright, friend, you gotta have to die for your sins, and look at that, that's going to be a very, very quick ace. Quadra kill by the Darius, you know, they just left the Darius alone. Darius finally gets his revenge, you know, being bullied in the top lane for so long. You know, what's the point of having a good teamfight composition if your teamfight composition is not there to go online? That's going to be a very, very quick kill. A quick ace by Team Serpent. By Serpent Esports. That's going to be the very, very first kill. Oh, sorry.
Victory.
And their first victory. All right, so that was a quick game. You know what? Let's just go to the. Let's just go to the. Let's just let the teams know they have a fight, like a quick 5-minute break. All right, so let's just look at the scores real quick. I shouldn't have put the screen on. Let's put this one. All right, this is more interesting. So let's just look at the scores real quick as we are going to make sure we have the correct stuff on. So let's just give the score update real quick. Serpent Esports have definitely made it out with their first point. Now let's look at the scores right now. Akali 12-3-5. Darius 948, you know, that quarter kill at the end, finally getting his score to look good. Akali was definitely the carry of this game. Look at that, 15,000 gold, 28 kills to 17. Akali definitely carried a lot of this game, but I believe the pace was set up by the Alistar, right? Alistar had a lot of good engages. He managed to actually find a lot of these 2-3-man stuns. 3-man knockups, right? That just stopped the entire team from doing anything too much. The team from Paradox, right? Look at the Amumu. They had a good combo, right? Amumu, Leona, Kennen, right? If they had the 3 combos that went at the same time, they would have won. But here's the thing. I'd say that Serpent Gaming did a good job in making sure that they don't stick too much. You know, they don't stick together too much. And what this does is this makes sure that even if they caught somebody, Paradox team catches someone, right? They can't do like what we call the good old wombo combo. They can't catch 3-4 people because they're not sticking together. They're splitting up in a way that they're close together, but not enough to get caught by all these ultimates. And in the end, that's what paid off, right? The Akali popping off on the side, flying in from the sides, not allowing Team Paradox Gaming to catch a breather. Now, that being said, though, we're gonna take a quick break, maybe 3-4 minutes, and we'll be back. But for now, just head on to everybody tuning into Facebook. Please do remember to give a like on the page. Please follow us. Hopefully we can do more future tournaments. Big shout out to Macchiato Gaming for sponsoring all these tournament prizes, right? You know, a lot of you people are saying, oh my god, if we paid this entry fee, but then you guys make profit. No, man, like Macchiato's paying everything. They have provided us the funds to host this tournament, and we thank them a lot for that. Now, remember to come to our Instagram page and give us a like. You can find us on Instagram at kproject.bn, or you can go to our if you're watching the stream, you're on our Facebook right now, and if you haven't given us a follow button or a like button, what are you doing? You know, click on the link in our description. There is link.tree, I believe, /kproject. All of our social stuff is there. And also tomorrow we will, after we set up properly tomorrow, we will have a 1080p 60 FPS YouTube stream for you. We just had a little bit of technical difficulties, so we'll do with a Facebook stream, but tomorrow onwards we will be going for a crisp stream on YouTube. All right, so we'll see you in about 2-3 minutes. So tomorrow we will All right, we are back and live. Let me just get some things real quick. Oh my god, I am so not prepared for any of this. Okay, let's see. the first things first. All right, now obviously Akali has already been banned by Paradox. That definitely was a pain in the butt for them. And then we're gonna see a Lulu ban. So Wukong has been opened up. I expect to see Wukong be a bit annoying, let's just say. And then ready, let's go. Okay, now let's just find a few things I need to fix. For example, teams have swapped places, so let's just get all that done properly. Paradox is on the left, and then we have Serpent on the right. Oops, who is that extra logo over there? Did I accidentally? Oh, there we go. Okay, now we have gone back into the game of first picks and bans. All right, we're gonna see a totally new composition, maybe by Paradox Gaming. We can see the Rakan's gonna be first pick already. So instead of the Leona combo that they're going for, they're gonna swap it up a little bit. Alistar is still gonna be picked by Serpent. That was their definite main initiator, and it has worked so far. Katarina being picked, and Wukong has been picked by them as well. All right, now let's just not focus too much on the picks right now. Let's just look at the team situation right now. Okay. Blue side, Paradox, they're going back with the cannon, right? They're still going for wombo combos. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wombo combos. But here's the interesting thing: they have Yasuo picked up. They're gonna have Honey on that Rakan as well, which means that Yasuo has at least an additional. But I believe the Yasuo, they had to pick either Yasuo or Wukong at that point. But I feel like Nightcrawl Teo, he's more comfortable on the cannon, not playing Wukong. So, you know, it is what it is. Right, Zaya is going to be picked. So we're going to have the Lovers bot lane. We're going to have the Amumu jungle again. We're going for Jinx and a Darius. I believe the Darius pick should be fine. Both teams, I'm pretty sure they will know that it's going to be a little bit tough because Darius, even though he lost his early game, right, he should be fine because we look at that last game, right? Even though they bullied the Darius a lot, they never actually punished the wave all the way through. They didn't say, you know, they never, how do I say this? Hold on, I can't think properly. How do I say this properly? They've never punished the fact that, you know, he was in trouble a lot. They just left him alone. You know, top lane, or in that last game, top lane, Darius was bullied. He kept losing top lane. But the thing is, if he's losing, you got to punish him. You got to push the lane all the way so that, you know, you give his life hell. But they left him alone. It's like, all right, you're behind. All right, we'll leave you alone. Bye. You know, and then the Akali was like, you know, running back and forth, pulling back the game. And eventually, you know, the Darius say, remember me? You forgot about me? All right, I'm here to F you up, right? Here to mess you up. And that's pretty much what happened, in a nutshell at least. So things first, let's just make sure that Fog of War is off so we can see everything once again. Now, we're going to start with Ocean Dragon, nothing too crazy. Now, last thing we saw was that Team Serpent Esports, they went for an early jungle invade. I do not know if we are going to expect another jungle invade once again, but let's just see anyway. Wukong right now going for the information early gap, saying, all right, we're scudding up. Now that we can see here, both teams are more disciplined this time. We're not gonna go to anything for a crazy level 1 invade or any of that sort. Now let's just keep this on. We don't need this right now. All right, let's just start with the bot lane right away. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see a little bit more action. Look at that, Jinx already getting punished for being alone. It's like, all right, Jinx, you know what? We know you're alone. Get out of here. And it's gonna take a little bit of poke right there. Now look, let's just look at bot lane first, because you know, bot lane is a 2v2 scenario. We can always look at top lane, but we know that top lane, if it's gonna be the same thing as last game, right? We're gonna say that Masakir is his name. Yeah, Darius is gonna be a little bit more careful, right? He knows he lost last round, so he's gonna make sure he don't repeat those mistakes. Now bot lane, let's look at the bot lane things first. Alistar finally hit level 2. He was a little bit behind of EXP because he's, you know, doing some extra vision, extra roaming around, making sure his team is safe. but they've taken quite a little bit of damage, and that's not going to be too well because this is going to set them up for a good gank. Now both junglers are going to about finish their buffs by now, so we are going to expect a gank soon. The question is, where are they going to gank? Right, as you can see here, the quick engage, quick poke really, just to force them to lose a little bit of HP. As you can see here, both junglers are going to converge. Actually, Jinx is already taking pretty low, and Alistar forced to go in right now, and the flash is going to go in, and it's going to be first blood onto the Jinx right away. It's going to be 3v2 right now, and Wukong's going to be forced to flash out already, and they are going to lose the fight just like that. That's a very, very, very good setup by Serpent. Is it? No, by Paradox. I'm so sorry. Paradox finally getting their revenge. You know, that's a very, very good setup. They whittled them down just low enough. It's a very cheeky thing. They whittled down the HPs of Alistar and Jinx, right? SRP, just at EXE, just enough so that they feel safe in lane, but not unsafe enough to go back. And by doing that and chasing them up this whole river, right? They converged into both junglers, and it was a matter of which jungler was prepared to fight. The flash from the Mumu securing the extra damage needed for the first kill already going. Let's watch the top lane here then. I believe the gank happened, nothing too crazy yet, but that is okay. First blood going for Paradox. Paradox do not want to lose this, you know. It'd be such a big shame for Paradox Esports. You know, they were the winning tournament. As you can see right now, it's going to be a quick engage, and that's going to be deleted Alistar right there. You know, just in time for I believe Bois is coming in a month. You know, you got to prepare all the beef we can. You know, Brunei's going to run out. Brunei might run out of chicken again, and you never know about beef. You know, got to stock up that extra beef meat over there, preparing for some beef stew and beef rendang. But oh well. Into the mid lane, both already level 5, level 6. Ultimates are ready. Wukong thinking about that gank, but nothing going on yet. You know, I just realized I keep saying the word nothing too crazy happening, but you know, it's kind of true. When it's a game like League of Legends, you know, Wild Rift, PC, whatever, it's the same thing. When teams go into each other, it's a lot of crazy stuff. And look at that, a headbutt right into the turret range, and our dear friend Rakan is forced to flash already. He's gonna get stunned right there, but Jinx actually manages to be rooted by the Xayah, and that's gonna keep him stuck and not allowing him to get the kill onto Rakan. That's a very, very good play by Majestic, keeping his teammate alive. You know, not gonna give any free kills. Dragon is spawning in 10 seconds. Let's turn on Fog of War. Blue team, no vision whatsoever. They're like, okay, we don't know where they are. They see the Jinx, that they know something might happen. All right, they have the vision. All right, vision is on now, and they should be totally fine. So we are got 4 minutes in the game. 2 kills onto the team of Paradox right now. Look at that, 2 buffs being taken also sweetly. Now let's talk about win conditions. Everyone has their ultimates ready. What is important? I believe right now the plans. What are the plans for both teams? Alistar is definitely there to make sure that Yasuo can come in. And Rakan is the game plan for Paradox. What is the game plan? They want to get the initiation. They want Amumu to come in with the ultimate. They want him to use Curse of the Sand Mummy, get everyone stunned. We're going to focus on this dragon because we know a dragon fight's going to happen. You know, they want the Curse of the Mummy to activate. They want to get the stun in, right? Then that's going to be followed up by the follow-up from Kennen with the ultimate, the Raging Storm. And then we're going to follow that up with Yasuo, who's going to use his knock-up. And, you know, as we all hear him go, Hatagi! You know, it's things like that. Anyway, let's not go too far with that right now. So both teams go for a stalemate. They say, you know what, it's like a game of chess. You don't want to move, I don't want to move. Let's see what happens. Both teams setting up for that dragon. Vision's gonna be clear, pings here and there. Wukong's going in with the ultimate. Knockup's coming in already, and looks like Wukong is gonna be punished instead. Instead of catching them, it's gonna be a 2v3 fight, and right now the entire blue team is gonna converge onto bot lane. Rakan over there taking very low Xayah as well. But look at that, coming in, moving. Death Dance. Katarina. Not sure what you're doing there, but it's going to be Yasuo over there looking for the triple kill, going for the flash, definitely getting it right there. Katarina almost died, guys. Almost died. I think he was trying to look cool, but you know, you pay if you try to look cool and it doesn't work out.
The Rift Herald has spawned.
And that all being said, that was, I'm pretty sure, a 4-for-1 exchange in general, but it doesn't matter because Team Serpent Gaming are going to start the dragon first. And do they have vision? Yes, they do have vision. They saw that ward being taken down, but it's going to be 5 people there. It's not going to be such a good idea. Maybe you could try Smite Steal, but I don't think that's going to happen. Red team has secured the Ocean Dragon. That's going to give them, I believe, some quick heals and buffs. And that's going to be a quick kill, sorry, a quick dragon for the Team Serpent Esports right there. So right now we're in an interesting scenario, right? Definitely first turret has been taken down already. The macro objectives right now, right? 5,000 gold advantage for Paradox. They need to hold on to this advantage. They can't let it happen in a glass game. The initiation from Cannon's gonna make sure 2 people should be dead unless they're trying to find a way to get out. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 exchange. Cannon already dead, but look at that, Katarina dealing so much damage, and Momo's gonna just die right there. And it's gonna be a triple kill for the Dares. Just when I'm sorry, this is the Cass's curse, right? This is where the Cass is saying, you shouldn't do this because, alright, they did it, never mind. Okay, so that just went horribly wrong for Team Paradox, right? Paradox, they need to watch out for the rotation from the Katarina. Katarina right there, quite low, but you know, don't be too greedy, right? Look at what happened already. It's gone so wrong. Last game, this game, you know, the fights, they thought they had a good plan, but it just didn't work out. As you can see here right now, both teams, I think, are going to go for a stalemate. They're going to go back to heal up, I believe, and buy some items maybe. Paradox is definitely looking to push the mid lane tower. They want to secure objectives. They got bot lane, they got mid lane, you know, got top lane. They gotta get the mid lane, you know, get the trifecta. But who has Rift Herald? I actually don't remember. Let's open the items up real quick. We haven't seen this in a while. Look at that. Rift Herald is with the Darius, so that is not going to be bode too well. So right now we're in this interesting scenario, right? Paradox Gaming, they are ahead, definitely. But the problem is their team fighting, their decision making have not been too good, and that cost them the last game, and that just gave away some of their advantage this game. Right, we look at the items right now as we can see Amumu's going for a hybrid build, some tankiness, some magic penetration. We can see a bot lane is going to have another setup. They're going to just force to break bot lane. It's going to be nothing all too crazy, I believe. Oh, Amumu getting trapped into the traps right there. You know, not gonna get caught, no initiation, no fights are gonna happen, so that should be a-okay. 9 minutes into the game, 8 foreign kills, 4,000 gold advantage for Team Paradox. But as much as it looks like they have the advantage, the game is slowly slipping away from them. Katarina has bought the Rylai. She has bought, I believe, what shoes are these? Oh, they have bought, I believe these are cooldown shoes, right? The art would change. Yes, Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Cooldown boots to have Rabadon's ready, have the Rylais. The Rylais is definitely going to be a menace, you know, preventing people from moving around too much. And that's going to cause problems in teamfights, because if it's going to happen like last game where they didn't pay attention to the mid laner and they just let the mid laner come in from nowhere, they're going to pay for it with the game. It's going to be a shame if they get knocked off from the tournament this early, but you know, what can we say, right? Mistakes happen, and if the mistake costs you a loss, that's for you to learn, for you to improve next time, right? Top lane's been taken off, but it's okay. We're not interested in that. We're expecting some crazy team fights. They know that they're there. Oh, look at that. Katarina gets caught at the 4-1. He's definitely dead. Momo's ultimate actually managing to catch Darius, but he's going to flash away, stay alive right now. That was a very good patience play, I believe. That was definitely the kill that they needed. They can finally take this dragon safely, is what I want to say. But Wukong is coming in, but does not steal the dragon. Cannon with the ultimate, trying to get 2 people stunned right now. Wukong is going to finally die. The initiation onto the Jinx. It's going to be a cleanup. Jinx is the last person alive right now, but the trap is going to keep her alive. And that is going to be a 4-0 plus the dragon for Team Paradox. And Team Paradox is going to make sure that they don't let go of this advantage. They are going straight for the Baron. Katarina is up, but she's probably going to defend mid lane. Cannon on scout duty. He's going to make sure that they can't disturb this Baron attempt. Baron has already been taken right now. The Jinx ultimate has shown the Baron being taken, but it is just not enough, you know. A few more seconds and they might have been able to steal it. Game's finally back in Paradox Gaming's court, right? They finally found a team fight that allows them to get hold of the game. Not that they were losing this game, but you got to remember, the way that they played gave them problems, right? They almost, I would say, played slightly overconfident, and that could have cost them a 2-0 loss, which would have been quite embarrassing as one of the once the best PC League of Legends teams in Brunei. At least the players, some of the players are, I believe. And it'll be embarrassing if they just lose like this, you know? So at least, you know, if you go out with a 2-1. Now, that being said, Cloud Dragon's gonna spawn next. Let's look at Fog of War on for real quick. Red team has no vision of everyone anywhere. They see Yasuo. Blue team, they do not know where anyone is, right? So it's an information war. No one knows where anyone is, but they're definitely going for the mid lane with the powered up minions, the baroned up minions right now. They are going to quickly get a good use of that mid lane tower right now. So this is where I'm thinking, what should you do? You guys are ahead, but you guys can't afford to split, which is kind of sad. So you got to force the fight. Alistair right there going for a quick initiation. Nothing too crazy happening yet, but look at the scenario. You have Baron buff, you have the advantage, but here's the funny thing. When I look at it, it doesn't feel like they have the advantage. Alistair going in for the engage, but he's gonna die almost right away. Katarina forced the ultimate already, but look at that. Cannon with the Surging Storm. He gets 2 people, 3 people killed already. Yasuo gets a triple kill right there, and that's gonna go so wrong for Team Serpent Esports. Alright, they're knocking on death's door already. Team Serpent Esports, Wukong, the last person left. His ultimate is still off. He's gonna go in for a Hail Mary play, but he's gonna die. He knew that there was nothing much he can do, and that's gonna be a quick 1-1 already. I believe it's gonna be Team Paradox who brings it back to 1-1. Yeah, they're ending the game. Don't worry, guys. They're not gonna waste this. They're not gonna troll around. They definitely don't want to throw the game. You know, I'm pretty sure it's on their mind. Like, what if we lose this? You know, this is gonna be terrible, right? So the Wukong has definitely not done too much. Now, definitely the MVP of this was. Would we say Yasuo was the MVP? It's a bit tough for me to say because I feel like this game was lost more on Team Serpent side, right? Team Serpent, the Alistar tried to make a few engages that I would say are a little bit questionable, I would say. So I'm just gonna put my webcam here, just, you know, say hi chat, you know, hey, hi mom, I'm on the internet. All right, so but let's look at the items real quick. Let's just make my webcam a bit smaller, I think. Then all right, so let's just look at things real quick. We look at the items. So you know, let's just look at the items real quick and see how things go. So I believe Amumu did what Amumu could do, right? He went for a higher damage build this time compared to last game, which is not too bad, which is kind of nice, honestly. Now, what I would say is the Yasuo definitely eventually played a big role towards the end of the fight, but I feel like the fights here were not, at least the last team fight, right? When they had Baron, they were pushing down mid. I don't think that Paradox won because Paradox was better. I feel like Serpent made a desperate play when they shouldn't have. They should have went back a little bit, and they should have just backed up a little bit, right, and made sure that they could have healed up, at least go for the last team fight, and then bam, all right, this is our best. Because look at that team fight, it kind of went lopsided, right? Because Alistar went in, he was kind of low, and it didn't really help that he was low. So like, what could he do, right? Alistar was low. He tried to initiate, but his team wasn't ready to follow up. Wukong wasn't there with the ultimate. Katarina was a bit too far to catch up. And that, I would say, a little bit of miscommunication. I feel like this strategy is not wrong, but I just say it's kind of unfortunate, you know. Like, I feel like they could have at least made the game more back and forth. It could have been more even, but you know, mistakes happen. That's okay. I believe everyone's had some time to everyone's had some time to what do you call this? play Wild Rift. Wild Rift's been only out for a few months, you know. No one has the ability to go all the way in and play the game at the absolute professional level, you know. There are still things we need to figure out, but that is okay. All right, we're gonna go for a quick 3, 4, 5 minute break, right? I need a cup of water. Everyone, remember to stay hydrated, you know. And if you need your coffee fix, please go visit macchiatocafe.pn. That I totally forgot to put their sponsor logo. Please don't kill me. I'll fix that later on. But you know, please don't forget to visit our good sponsors of Macchiato BN over there. What was that sound? Now remember, you see that? You see that logo? They made this tournament happen. They made it possible. I could have hosted a tournament, but then I would have to use my own ang pao money, you know? It was just Chinese New Year. I would have to use my own ang pao. If I did that, then I'd be pretty broke. So thanks very much to Macchiato BN for sponsoring this tournament. You know, please go over, get a coffee. Maybe get some cakes if you want, if coffee's not your thing. You can find them at in Garong, near Digital World, right next to Digital World, or the only cafe there. But yeah, let's go for a break so I can stop talking, take a little bit of break for myself. I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, welcome back for what is going to be the last match between. Why is my webcam on? The last match between our good friends here, Serpent Esports and Paradox Esports. Now, best of luck to both teams. I wish them a nice, clean, fair gameplay. Right? All the best to both of them. Now, let's wait for their pick and ban phase. Let's see what are we expecting right now. Let's look at their bans now. We'll see. I think the Katarina pick might have been so-so. So I think that I think Lulu is still going to be banned. I feel like Lulu is always going to be a first ban. No, Amumu is going to be banned. Interesting. Okay, we're going to have an Amumu ban. And then I believe the next ban is probably going to be Akali, right? Most likely. Now, this is where I personally think I'm a fan of two bans, but I just think that because both, like, not everybody has all the champions they want, so it's going to be a little bit tough for now. So that's going to be fair. Alright, so this is why we're keeping it to one ban. I would prefer it to have two bans each, but you know, we don't know if both teams have enough players. I mean, have enough champions yet. You know, the game just came out. Unless you spend a lot of money, we won't know, right? So, just as a respect to everybody, right? It's just to make sure that we can have the play going on. So this is the first time Lulu has been opened, so Lulu is going to be first picked almost immediately. Lulu is definitely a strong disruptor. Now, from what I know in this game so far, right, I believe that it's a simple concept of KISS, you know, keep it simple, stupid, right? It's a phone game, right? It's not like a PC game. Unlike PC, when you can do all these cool tricks, in a phone, you only got 2 thumbs to do almost everything you need to do in the game. Which means that if you have a champion that has too many mechanics, you might have problems. And so you want to make sure that it's simple point and click. You don't have to think too much. And I think the way to win this game is to keep it simple. And look at that already. Look at Team Serpent. Let me flip the logos for the last time. Did I flip the logos here? Serpent's on the left. And yeah, Serpent is on the left, right? Yeah, we got it. Alright, so ooh, that's gonna be a so we can see the Pantheon pick, the Vi pick, right? The Lulu. All point and click champions. Vi with the point and click out. You know, you don't have to think, how am I gonna land my skill shots if it's not a skill shot? Click, stun, kill. Click, stun, kill. That's all you have to think about. Pantheon, click, stun, kill. Click, stun, kill. Xayah is gonna be picked. Sorry, that's gonna take away the lover's bot lane, but instead it's gonna be a lover's quarrel now. As Gragas is going to be a pick. I believe Rakan and Ken has been picked, so the last pick is mid lane. What is going to be picked here? It's going to be Kai'Sa. Sorry, that's an ADC. Kai'Sa will be the last pick. This will be a little bit interesting. I believe Kai'Sa is relatively high skill cap champion, as we would call it, and might be a little bit tough, let's say. Right? Because Kai'Sa requires quite a lot of moving around, things like that. And in a mobile game, where the easiest way to win is to keep everything simple, right? Not sure if Kai'Sa is such a good idea. But look at this side, right? There's a lot of skill shots from Now, Wukong ultimate, Yasuo ultimate, Ken ultimate, Rakan ultimate, right? These will all help the Kai'Sa to set up for her passive damage. But at the end of the day, it's all about how much the damage the Kai'Sa can deal. I don't know how well targeting works in Wild Rift compared to the PC version of the game. But I do like Serpent's team comp. They're keeping it simple, clean and simple. Pantheon, point and click stun. Vi, point and click ultimate. Lulu, technically point and click W. Keep it simple. Find the one guy who causes you problems. Kill him. He dead, it's good. Anything goes wrong, you have Gragas. Gragas comes in with the body slam, boom. He has his ultimate casket. Throw a bunch of haram ale. The entire team of Paradox, they gotta run away. It's haram, they can't touch it. If they touch the ale, they're gonna take damage. That's how it works. Fog of War off. Let's keep that down. All right, we are into our game now. Paradox, Serpent, game is on the line. Who wins this goes to semifinals. Whoever loses this goes out of the tournament. And look at this. We are going to look for our level 1 cheese. Oh my god, please don't do this. Level 1 cheese play. SRP EXE is going to get caught on Zai right away. Forced to flash almost instantly. And taking quite a bit of damage. Lulu coming in, trying to help. And it's not going to go too well. The flash burn already on the Zai is going to be big news. Because look at the way that both teams are jungling. Wukong has started red first and is going to go towards blue later. Which means that he's going to path from here. He's going to go here. He's going to go down, and he's going to try and set up the bot lane dive. Right? That's the plan. They want to dive bot lane as fast as possible. The flash is down. They got to abuse it where possible. The mid lane, Pantheon versus Yasuo. It's going to be melee versus melee matchup for the first time. I do not know how this is going to turn out, but I do believe that it's going to be a disadvantage for the Pantheon, actually. As I say that, he has definitely lots of straight. He spent so much mana, and look at that. Yasuo is still full HP. So, boom. That is not going to go too well. I'm interested in this bot lane, actually. Let's just focus on this bot lane real quick. I expect some crazy action to happen. But I'm wrong. They're going to go for Skull Crab. Let's look at top lane. We can see Gragas spent quite a lot of mana trying to harass the Cannon already. So I expect the focus to go on to bot lane. You can see Wukong has finally rotated towards bot lane. And the engage is already immediately happening onto Lulu. Lulu forced to flash out. And a forward flash, I believe. Who did that? Wukong trying to go for forward flash to initiate. But it's not going to result in any kills. Flash for flash burst. But the thing is, Wukong flash is kind of necessary. Alright, now let's go back to the top lane. We can see here Gragas and Cannon. Cannon says, hello, would you like some lightning bolts? And here's one, here's two, and he's gonna flash away, somehow saying, alive. It's alright, it's okay. A-OK says, you know what, you're gonna hit me? Alright, here, have some Haram Casket Ale. And here comes the ultimate, not gonna hit the way he wanted it to, and that's gonna cause him to say, awkward, bye. that didn't go as well as planned. Alright, back into the bot lane here. We're going to see Majestic and Honey trying to go for the engage. And look at that, the zoom in, initiate onto the Lulu. And Lulu is just going to die right away. That's a very nice, clean, slick kill, if anything. Right before they hit level 5, the ultimates just came up, but it's not useful if it's not up yet. And look at that, Kai'Sa already taken pretty low. And Kai'Sa is a little bit dangerous right there. Don't know if you should be doing that. Look at that, Titan coming in. It's going to get for the point and click stun. And it's going to be a quick, easy kill. Rakan with the ultimate is actually not going to do too much. The spear was already charged and definitely overstaying. Now it's 3.5 minutes into the game. We have 600 gold lead onto Paradox's side. Nothing too crazy happening so far, in my personal opinion anyway. Let's look at the gold differences. Top lane, we have Gragas and Wukong. Gragas is definitely quite a little bit ahead. Do we have CS in this game? Not anymore, I guess. we have the mid lane. Pantheon definitely just slightly ahead with that extra kill onto the bot lane. But look at that, 3,100 versus 2,900. That has not caused too much differences, which means that Pantheon has not been able to farm mid as well as Yasuo. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we can see what's going on in bot lane, really. We can see one assist here, one kill there. Yes, 1-1 exchange so far from that bot lane interaction. But the junglers, what are you doing now? You gotta set up for Dragon. That's what we gotta do. Dragon has spawned. Setup is in the preps, I would say. Now, blue side, Serpent has finally started doing Dragon, and red team, they do know this. Paradox is looking for a team fight. Kennen has his ultimate ready. Are they going in? 3, 2, 1. As the engage comes in, blue team has secured the Dragon, but the Kennen one more combo is coming in. Everyone's ultimate's going in. Flashes are flying everywhere. It's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange so far. No, actually 2-for-0 exchange. And look at that. They're running away. Tails behind their backs. They secured the Dragon, but at what cost? Bot lane. The last duo to stay alive. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, because that would have been a good disengage. But I believe, I want to say Serpent were not prepared for it. They knew that the fight was going to happen, but I think they were not prepared in the way they should have been prepared. They had the Dragon, but they didn't plan what do we do after we get Dragon. What do we do when they come and fight us? They didn't think that far. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Question is, can you make it back from this mistake? Because this is match point. Both teams 1 each, you know. It's going to be whoever wins the second game, I believe, will be going on. And look at that, the dive coming in, the Xayah ultimate coming in early. Is he going to be able to root? The tower is actually going to get rid of Kai'Sa. That is a tower dive that failed, and Vandy coming in from the side gets the stun. It's going to be a quick cleanup, and Wukong over there thinking about it. He's going in, he's going invisible. He's like, all right, I'm going to die. And Lulu, what were you doing? That's not what you should be doing. Don't bait the kill. You're already low. That's not worth it at all. All right, they got the kill. Made it out alive, but questionable plays by Ludo, but it's alive. That is A-okay for now. All right, Rift Herald has been slain. It's going to be a quick clean kill from the blue side. Now, that was an interesting tower dive. I forgot to save the replay again. It's okay. I'll eventually figure out how to make highlights properly, but blue side. Blue side. That was a failed tower dive from Paradox, right? Where they thought they could get the kill, the Kai'Sa ultimate coming in. Sorry. And now that's good casket, and that's going to be a quick kill onto the Wukong. Good job by the Gragas over there to make sure it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange, I believe, so far, so it's not going to be too bad. Team Serpent Gaming slowly crawling their way back into this game. Now, the question is, what is happening here? 1-on-1 right now. Kennen, Gragas, Thunder, Lightning, Alcohol. Which wins? Doesn't matter. They both said, you know what? Let's not fight. It's peace, bro. Peace. Excuse me. And I respect that. Looks like midnight. There's going to be a collapse onto both of them. And it's going to be a counter collapse first. But hey, Honey sees the rest of the team coming in and said, you know what? I do not. Bail. We're getting out. Right. As Lulu is a bit overextended, going in for that ward force to flash away. Now, Kai'Sa trying to get in with that W, but it's not going to go out. And here we have the hedge initiation by the Rakan, but look at that coming in. Vi goes with the slap, and the ultimate coming in from Pantheon is going to catch onto Wukong. Wukong's going to die almost right away. It's going to be 2 really low HP. They're going for the tower dive. It's going to be a double kill already, and it's going to be a triple kill, I believe. And Vi is going to pay for that tower dive, but it's okay. 3v1, but somehow it goes into a 2v2 exchange, 3-for-2 exchange, and Pangood on that Yasuo somehow is alive. 3v1 tower dive, not going too well. They're playing for that tower dive. Look at that, taking more tower shots than you should. What are you guys doing? Come on, TP's coming in from the back. Kennen has 1 free kill coming in. And okay, he's gone. He's dead. He's goodbye. It's going to be an unofficial ace for Team Paradox. That was really good from Serpent Gaming, but man, did that go south. That's an over... Like, you failed tower dive once, don't do it again. And they paid for it. The teleport coming in, very, very good teleport from the Kennen on Nightcrawler on that Kennen. Alright, we're going to have a secured dragon, I believe. Now, if they lose this dragon, I don't know what to say, right? This is a pretty much a free dragon. Vi has already given up, went to top lane. Lulu's there trying to be annoying, but okay, this is a free dragon. I believe it's one dragon per team. Cloud Dragon onto blue side. Fire Drake onto red side. Right? We can see Wukong right there just getting polymorph real quick. That is not going to affect him too much. Woo. Questionable plays by both teams. You know, both teams are saying, you know what, we'll give you a chance. And it's like, no, I'll give you a chance. It's good that you're all running a charity and all, but this is a tournament. You guys got to play to win, right? Don't give charity right now. You know, it's not Bulan Plaza yet. You don't have to be nice to each other. Not yet, anyway. Okay, let's go back to mid lane. We can see a little bit of exchange, Yasuo and Pantheon, but I believe bot lane's gonna have. I feel like bot lane's always gonna have the best action anyway. You know what? They backed out. Never mind. You gave me hope, guys. You gave me hope. What was this? All right, now let's just go back to let's look at top lane now. Nothing too much to look at. It's 10 minutes into the game, 9-7 kills. Both teams relatively even, 3,000 gold in advantage to Team Paradox Gaming right now. Baron Nashor finally spawned. Now let's look at Z items. We have seen the Rune Hurricane. Oh, okay, I thought that was the ultimate by Kennen. I almost freaked out. Not gonna lie. Let's chill. That was cool. Nothing happened. It's A-okay. All right. Ardent Sensor bought by Lulu, definitely supporting the Xayah right there. Cleaver bought by Pantheon, definitely. So okay, so they're going for like heavy damage, right? Cleaver by Vi and Pantheon, giving all the armor shreds so that Xayah can do all the work. Now let's look at Paradox Gaming. What do they have? Wukong is going for a high damage glass cannon build, you would say. You know, the Yomu's Ghostblade has already been bought. Yasuo going for a standard Yasuo item so far. I believe he has Gluttonous Greaves. Let's look at bot lane. I believe that's going to be a collapse right now. Lulu's going to get caught first. The ultimate is already coming in. Teleport's coming in right now from the Pantheon, trying to save his teammates. It's going to be no one dead so far. Actually, no, 2-for-1 exchange already, and it's going to be Kai'Sa flashing out. Flashes here and there, but look at that. Pantheon is coming in from the back, trying to go for the aggressive kill, but he's not going to get it. Serpent thought they caught him, but no, they die instead.
Lost a turn.
Sorry guys, mic was broken. Anyway, so what happened? Is what I want to say, but I believe, okay, from my memory, they thought they got a kill, thought they had a kill, and then they how did it work? I have bad memory. Paradox caught the bot lane. They caught Lulu and Xayah. They were like, hey, those two are low. Let's go in on them. Pantheon tried to be a hero. He came in, Vi came in, and it got really, really messy. And here's the thing. I think it's messy for both me and for them. I feel like nobody knew what they were doing. They're like, throw your skills, just kill someone. And then when they got the kills, all right, go, right? But that was overextension by bot lane, definitely. And they paid for it. Now, Serpent Gaming is now in a lot of trouble. Serpent Gaming, how are you going to win, right? The game, right now, the whole team composition for Serpent Gaming focuses on Xayah. Xayah is your hyper carry. You can't let your Xayah die like that. I mean, if your Xayah is dead, the game's good as over. Xayah is your main damage dealer, right? I mean, Vi has some damage going for the Duskblade. Not a fan of it in this case. I feel like Vi should just go a little bit tankier just to stay alive. You know, y'all should be playing to protect the Xayah. That should be the plan. Y'all shouldn't be playing to all right, let's see what's gonna happen here right now. Teleport coming in from Kennen. They are preparing for the dragon fight. Kennen's gonna be stunned on the side. He's gonna be forced to run away, but it's okay. No, it's gonna be a steal from Gragas. That's a good Gragas Casket Bear right there, stealing the dragon. And Paradox is like, well, okay, fine. But that means the barrel is going to be gone. They do not have the barrel to force and disengage, I believe. Ultimates are on for everyone. Now look at that. Rakan going for offensive. The Pantheon ultimate comes in early. It's going to be ultimate thrown in everywhere. But look at that. The HPs of everyone is just melting. It's a disaster. All 4 people dead already. Zaya is forced to run away. It's the last person alive. Trying to get 1 or 2 kills, but not even a single person dead. Nitro barely making out alive. The Guardian Angel on Wukong means it's not gonna matter. The team fight went wrong for Serpent Gaming. I feel like that was a do or die scenario. That definitely was, but you didn't have the Gragas ultimate. What were you trying to win with that fight? Things went horribly south for Serpent Gaming, and I believe this is going to be the final nail in the coffin, right? We have baroned up minions. They're going to back up a bit. Resurrection timers are 5 seconds. They might not want to force the game to end. It might be suicide right now, so that's a good discipline by Paradox. They do not want to waste this opportunity. They definitely have the advantage. I'd say maybe try and get rid of bot lane turret. But Nexus is half HP already. So let's break it down. What happened? Dragonsteel by Serpent Gaming. Good. Nice Dragonsteel. Take it. Miss smite, unsmite. Didn't expect the smite. Didn't expect the ulti. It's okay. Mistake happened. This fight here, 50-50. I feel like they should have went in earlier. They were like, should we go? Should we go? Go, 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 go. You know, like the hesitation killed them. That's what I think happened. I feel like Paradox. No, I feel like Serpent had the right idea. They could have went in, but they couldn't decide if they wanted to commit. And the hesitation, the commitment issues that they had cost them a death. I mean, it didn't help that Kennen had his ultimate ready and, like, you know, melted quite a lot of people with Wukong's ultimate and everything. It's just that, like, when you're in a very chaotic scenario and you're all grouped together, you're setting it up for Wukong and Yasuo to be a good wombo combo. And when that happens, you're in trouble, right? And you're supposed to prevent that from happening. But the problem is, if you look at the items here, right? Bois being a very offensive, which means that he's gonna die pretty quick. We see Zaya, full glass cannon. We see Pantheon, also mostly glass cannon. Has the GA, might do something different, right? Gragas, mostly AP, which means that they have to try their best to kill. Okay, he made it alive. Kill a bunch of people. Look at that. Cannon is guys, Paradox, you guys are winning. Don't throw the game, please. I mean, it'd be nice for a Serpent that, like, you know, people get mad at you. Alright, fights going on. Chaos is ensuing, and certainly 2 people are gonna die on the side of Paradox. Rampage going on to the Kai'Sa right now. It's gonna be a 2-for-2 exchange. But look at that. A very fat Kai'Sa says, I don't care if you kill my teammates. Majestic going on for SPEXC. SPEXC is finally dead. They thought they got the kill, but instead they got their butt bitten instead. It's gonna be a 4v1. Maxter, it's all up to you. Can you make it out alive? Can you kill someone? Can you do something? But no, it's gonna be end game. But no, the Nexus is actually gonna take out 2 people, but it doesn't matter. That's gonna be GG.
Victory.
Well played to Paradox Gaming. I will say, well deserved by Paradox Gaming for that game. A little bit unfortunate for Serpent Esports. I feel like maybe the tournament bracket that I set up was a little bit inconvenient. They happened to face the hardest team, I would say. I do apologize to them, but you know, I randomized all the seeds. Okay, I made sure I was fair. Look at that item build. Majestic carried his worth, right? He finally did his job as an ADC, true to himself. I feel like on the side of Team Serpent, they got a bit impatient. They were like, we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that, and that punished them really hard. Which kind of sucks to be knocked out in tournament just like that. You're losing on a 2-1. Nothing much we can do about it, but you know, it's okay. Sometimes mistakes happen, but it's okay. They will learn from this, and next time when there's 2 bans, they can ban out the Yasuo and with the Wukong. Alright, now that game's over. We will head for maybe a 5 to 10 minute break, and then we will head into the second set of, I believe it will be Serpent Esports versus, no, it's not Serpent, I can't remember, KSV versus Pink Paddlefish Boys. That was a well-played team. That was a well played game, I would say. It wasn't a stomping 2-0, it was back and forth. I do appreciate a back and forth game, I will say. So I'm definitely happy with that. So without further ado, let's take a break. And before that, just remember, I'm going to chill out. Thank you to Macchiato Cafe once again for sponsoring this tournament. Now, remember, if you haven't followed us on our social medias, follow us on... No, that doesn't... Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Find us on YouTube when we set up the account. Right, before I say that, so today we're streaming on Facebook, right? But I believe tomorrow we're going to move to YouTube, where everyone can watch as in 1080p 60 FPS. We're going to make it Ultra HQ. We messed up our setting up, so we didn't have YouTube ready for you guys today, but it's okay. We will re-upload all of these videos on YouTube in 1080p 60 frames. I guarantee you. All right, but until then, let's take a break. See you in 10 minutes. All right, all right. Welcome back, everybody. Let us just make a nice screen transition real quick. Let's move to this. All right, I've added my logo. I've added our logo everywhere this time, so I'm not dumb anymore. All right. So what do we have today? We have so what we have just now. I should learn how to make this better. Okay. So we've Paradox Gaming versus Serpent Esports. Let's just look at the other one. Now, so these are the results of the game just now. So with that, Serpent Esports unfortunately will be knocked out of the tournament 2-1. Paradox Esports, congratulations to them. They will be playing on today's Wednesday, so on Friday, 7:30 p.m. And now we will wait for Ping Paddlefish Boys and KSV as we are getting them ready up real quick. Now they are okay. The teams are getting ready for their bans, so let's just jump right in right now. Okay, we are going to. What the hell is JSG? Anyway, so PPB ban first. So with that, let's get a new page in my book. So we have Pink Paddlefish Boys versus, I believe this will be KSV. All right. So is anybody responding to me, or are they not looking chat? Let's just check it up and real quick we'll ping them on their phone saying, hey, come on, let's ban. Okay, it is now 9:30. Men's. Zeke the Geek. Some familiar faces we see here and there and everywhere. Guys. All right. So while we're waiting for them, let's just go back to this real quick, right? So look at this nice graphics. Okay, so Paradox Esports has definitely won 2-1. They shall go on Thursday. On Friday. Pink Paddlefish Boy versus KSV. We are waiting for them right now. And then all right, and then tomorrow we'll have Sultan Idola versus the bots first. And then it will be Eugene versus Dream Esports. All right, we'll go back to this screen real quick. Now, apparently I've missed the ban. I do not know how I missed it. But anyway, we shall have a Yasuo ban, and it will be a... Oh, let's just get the music running real quick. Okay, it's going to be Yasuo ban versus a Lulu ban. Looks like they did not want a repeat from the last game, but I feel like generally Lulu is kind of OP, we would say. Safe to say that. Lulu, nice point and click stuff, right? I just feel like we couldn't see the effectiveness of Lulu last game, but that's okay. We might see it this game. All right, so let's look at all the picks left and right center, all being picked already. Kennen top lane. We're gonna have Malphite top lane. We're gonna see Braum. Alright, Braum was a champion I definitely wanted to see because he was a very simple champion. We have Vi and Ezreal on that side. We have Evelyn on the left. We have Alistar. Wukong has been picked, followed up by Jinx. And then the last pick, will it be Seraphine? I don't think so. Okay, who's gonna go as a mid laner? If Malphite goes as a mid laner, then maybe they are looking for... Oh, is that in mid lane Ezreal instead? Nope, it's gonna be Katarina. Katarina. So, let's look at team compositions real quick. as it's going to be 16 seconds into preparation phase. There is no delay, so we're just going to use stream delay for that. That's totally fine. All right, what do we got here? We're going to see a nice simple wombo combo from the right side, right? I feel like that's all I know how to say, wombo combo, but it's kind of true, right? KSV, their plans with the Braum is a little bit interesting, because with the Braum, the only thing that he can block with that shield is a cannon, shuriken, and Jinx auto attacks. Well, Evelyn too, technically. Okay, not so bad. There's 3 people who can block. Alistar, Wukong do not care about that shield, so that's going to be useless. Now, on the side, KSV, Malphite, skill shots. Braum, Vi, point and click. Ezreal, skill shots. Katarina, skill shots. Alright, so this game will be a little bit more interesting. I believe from the top of my head, PPB was looking for teammates. So we do not know how well the team is gonna, merge together compared to the rest of the teams. We are gonna see Mountain Dragon being spawned first. Alright, we have Wacky. He's gonna play a mid lane cannon, I believe. So this is the first mid lane cannon we have this tournament so far. Alistar's been quick quite a few times already, but we will never know if we're gonna get a good or a bad cow. Or maybe we get a little case of mad cow disease. Nothing's gonna stop us from there. Okay, teams being, what's the right word? Disciplined. As everyone's gonna have a respectful start, no invades, nothing too crazy. We're gonna see some parallel jungling from the junglers. We can see the Evelyn's gonna start here, it's gonna start here. They are both gonna converge on towards south side, but we can see that the extra leash is gonna cause Wukong to have a little bit of disadvantage, but it's gonna give Vi some extra time, I believe. Let's see when they finish their camps. You can see here Raptors are gonna be done real quick. HPs are still fine. Let's go quick and look at them. Okay, I believe Vi finishes the camp first. So even though Evelyn finished the blue buff first, she's actually gonna lose time as she's gonna go for a full jungle clear instead. And we can see here Vi is gonna plan to look for this blue buff and probably aim to come to bot lane almost immediately. All right. So what am I expecting for this? Okay, so bot lane we can see Ezreal Braum versus Jinx, whatchamacallit, right? It's what I'm expecting this to happen is basically we're gonna just see a lot of poke from the Ezreal Braum side, because they are skill shot based characters in general, right? So we're gonna see a lot of this, right? They're just gonna try and poke, try and find a little bit here and there, but they're not gonna go too aggressive on it, right? They're gonna try and whittle them down, poke until they're about half HP, then maybe go for a good full in dive. And then on Jinx and Alistar side, what is their win condition, right? Their win condition is to dodge all those stupid skill shots, stop throwing Ws to try and poke them because it's not gonna work. They've missed them all so far, right? And then when Evelyn is nearby, go for an engage. Push them to go to half HP, right? The goal is to just try to punish them, get them to half HP. That ward failed right there. We all saw that. You want to push them, punish them a little bit, let them waste their mana so that you can have a good extended fight. Because right now, over a long period of time, let's just say they keep fighting, Jinx is going to win. But they need to balance it out. Right, so far I feel like compared to last game, this game is pretty quiet. Both teams kind of chill. They're like, all right, let's farm up first. But Evelyn is already level 5 actually. Ultimate is ready and the setup is coming in, so we are gonna expect the charm has come in and already has revealed the Evelyn. A quick essence shift is gonna give him safe, but look at that, Evelyn is coming around the sides thinking about round 2. What is Evelyn doing? Evelyn, like, you're invisible, just come through the brush at the bottom, Now Evelyn has definitely overstayed too long, but look at that, we have level 6 Vi right there, so that's a lot of time wasted into trying to force a gank that ended up in nothing. Good rotation by the cannon though, trying to find a gank onto bot lane, but I feel like the initiation was a bit on the slow side, but that's okay, Like I said, Wild Rift only came out for 1-2 months. Competitive team play. It's gonna take a while before people get used to playing at a high competitive level. All right, so it's almost 4 minutes into the game. All right, I believe the Katarina saw Cannon going towards the bot side, but he's gonna appear mid, so that's gonna be a-okay. Let's look at the items and the gold for both teams. Since it looks like both teams kind of bit disciplined, you know, you got to remember this is Wild Rift. This is not PC League of Legends. You don't have to take it slow. Go aggressive. Go ham. No one's gonna stop you. But all right, let's talk about items. So Redemption has been bought by Braum already. Everyone has had the ultimates. No team actually has gone for any team fights yet, so I'm expecting to see maybe a slightly more methodical play, maybe less aggressive. Who knows? As right now, both teams are just, I feel like both teams are just trying to get a feel for each other. All right, how does this guy play? What does this guy do? How aggressive is he gonna play? Is he gonna go all in? You know, is he gonna do something crazy, something stupid?
All right, guys, don't miss me too much.
So far, stalemate, quietness. Now let's look at itemization real quick. We can see Muramana has been bought already by the Ezreal. That's going to allow him to ramp up. Look at that, Sheen Muramana. So I believe on the side of red team, so KSV, they are stacking heavy on armor. That's just everyone with armor right out. The only then Katarina is going for magic penetration, which is okay. That means they got the anti Wukong stuff, they got the anti Jinx stuff, they got the anti Alistair stuff. But like, you guys don't have any items that go against Cannon and Evelyn, which means that if things go wrong, they are going to be the two people who are going to deal a lot of damage onto you, and you might not want that to happen, right? But you know, maybe, who knows, offense is the best defense, right? If they deal enough damage, maybe it'll work out. Let's look on the blue team. Let's look on what PPG has. Leandri's finished. Oblivion Orb is done. We have Glacier Shroud. We have halfway towards, we have almost a Black Cleaver. We have Jinx, who is trying to go for, I believe, Infinity Edge. It's also not done yet. But look at this, it's 6 minutes in the game. Both teams are playing stalemate. It's early game's over, guys. You're all level 8, it's level 7. It's time to look for some team fights. Time to make it bloody, right? There's no CS differential. There's nothing much I can talk about in that part of the game. Turrets are all still healthy as crazy. Look at that, man. That's a very healthy turret. That's a healthy turret. That's a healthy turret. That's a healthy turret. You know what? It's gonna be maybe some action onto bot lane, but look at that Sheen Q from the Ezreal, just sending cannons out. Cannon's like, you know what? Let's get. Okay, you know what? No. They hurt. Very, very quiet. Not a bad thing though. It's nice to have some time to breathe, some time to talk about the teams if I knew what to talk about. Both teams are actually playing it really. Now, I've said it a few times already, but no. Both teams are kind of playing it nice and slow, very methodical. No one's going too aggressive yet, but look at that. Cannon is going to be the first to die. Flashing with the Ignite on. I don't know if you realize their flash was there. I don't think it's worth igniting, but it's okay. First blood has been shed. And we are finally going to have some action, as that it's going to translate into the first dragon of the game. Now blue team PPG is thinking about doing something about it. Look at that, Jinx ultimate almost getting it, but maybe a second too early, as red team secures the first mountain dragon as well. Now the game has officially started. What is the win conditions for both teams? Now let's look at it this way. Ezreal is a very, very weak early game champion, right? If he gets the Muramana, he finishes it up, that is when he goes online. That's when he deals extra damage. And I feel like Team KSV are playing it methodical. They want to get their combo running. They don't want to fight where they don't have the combo available. That's understandable. Oops. That is completely understandable. I can understand and say, all right, you know what, we want to play it safe. We want to make sure that everyone is ready for a team fight. But if you think about it from Team PPG side, right? Team PPG, what is your goal? Your goal is to make sure that Ezreal does not get his items, that Katarina does not get her items. And the more time that you're spending not shutting down anyone, not preventing the farms, right? That means Katarina and Ezreal are getting free farm. right? And I know it's obvious to some of you, right? Free farm means more gold. More gold means more damage equal we win. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Like PPG are slowly giving away advantages to KSV, and they're not doing anything to capitalize on it, which is making me really confused right now. So what they need to do right now is they need to find a way to rotate. They need to find a game plan. They need to make the map move in their favor. They can't play passive all the time. They can't wait for the team fights to come to them, because when the team fights come to them, they'll be in so much trouble. Malphite ultimate is going to keep them busy for 2 seconds, and that 2 seconds is going to be followed up by a Braum ultimate. In that 3 seconds you're disabled, Katarina ultimate comes. Now let's see. A dive onto bot lane. Alistar has been seen. Essence Flux coming in, trying to run away. The Ezreal ultimate, the Cannon ultimate is actually not going to do too well. The teleport coming in from Malphite. Malphite already using ultimate, and it's going to be a quick 1-for-1 exchange so far. Braum manages to get that last kill right there. Wukong coming in to try and save his teammates. The second ultimate being used right now, almost getting the Braum, but Braum manages to get out alive. Vi coming in with the rush, and it's going to be a charge. Look at that. Katarina coming in from the back, already getting the kill. And I have no more words as Chicken's going to die, and I'm going to be tongue-tied. The flash is going to be very, very necessary to stay alive, not getting hit by that last turret. That is a team fight that finally happened. We were waiting for some blood, some action. We got it, boys. We got it. But that was a team fight that I would say definitely went wrong for PPG. Right, PPG had the plans, they had the ideas, the execution was a bit here and there. Now, what went wrong? What went wrong? Definitely what went wrong indeed. Now, Ezreal versus Jinx, right? This is not a trade you should take. Ezreal always wins short trades because Ezreal has Sheen. If you fight him for less than 2 seconds, you're gonna lose the trade if you eat all the Qs from Ezreal. Right, every time one of those skill shots land, you lose. You lose trade because Jinx wins over long periods of time. But if it's a short fight, multiple times, Ezreal is always going to come out on top, and that I think is the problem, right? Yeah, that definitely was a problem. And then after that, you know, the team was just trying to play catch up, trying to save each other. You know, both teams coming in with a flash, with the rotations, but we can see that who has the upper advantage right now, right? Who has the better cleanup? Right now, I don't think PPG is not PPG, PPB. I don't think they are in a place where they can clean up fights really well. They need a proper team fight, but that counteracts it because a proper team fight for them means a perfect team fight for KSV. So how are they going to ward this? As right now, Ackerman on the Malphite is actually on top lane right now. So this is advantage. This is 5v4. You either force the fight. Don't get poked down by the Ezreal. What are you guys doing? Okay, Ezreal's, they're going, Wukong going in onto the Ezreal right now, trying to get rid of him, but the Vi ultimate is going to get rid of the Ezreal right away. Alistar trying to get rid of the Braum, but it's not working. Look at that. The wobble combo coming in, and it's just disaster going here and there. And look at that. Slane's here. Death's there. Evelyn, last person alive. Flash forced up, but look at that. The ultimate coming in from Malphite. It's going to be an ace. Very, very quick. Clean ace. Now, I have questions. I really, really have questions. I know some of you might say, hey, Coco, you sound a bit too tired. You know what? Maybe just a little bit. But I definitely have questions about that. You knew Ezreal was there. Stay behind the dragon. Let him hit the dragon for you. If he's gonna deal damage, let him deal damage to the dragon. Then you won't be half HP, right? What went wrong for PPB? They took too much poke from the Ezreal. They did not respect the Ezreal positioning. It was a 5v4. They should have won. Miscommunication. Zeke the Geek, ZTG, he went in straight onto them right away, but his team chickened out. They did not want to follow up. And what did that lead into? That led into Wukong being alone, thinking he could kill the Ezreal, but not working out. Look at the items. Oh my god. Look at the Ezreal item. 3 item build already. Muramana freaking completed. As we're gonna go into a team fight right now. Look at that. The wall of call for Apena is actually not gonna do anything. He stunned 3 people, but they don't have the damage. They can counter engage instead. 2 people die already. And look at that. Jinx is gonna go golden, but it doesn't matter. And Rom is somehow still alive with just 1 auto attack HP. Oh no, this is going so wrong for PPG. Alright, if I'm PPG, what do I gotta do? This game is pretty much lost, let's be honest, okay? There's not much they can do. I mean, Brom is even there. He's not even gonna try and run away. Zeke the Geek, ZTG is trying to run away, but look at that. The game's pretty much over, right? I was thinking about comebacks, but like... Alright, there's definitely a comeback. That's gonna be a quick, very, very swift 1-0. It was a very quiet game until it wasn't quiet. Look at that, 13-2. What went wrong? What went wrong? Oh my goodness. Let me just let the teams know. 950. What went wrong? A lot of things went wrong, really. I just feel like the game lost just because they were too passive. A lot of fights that they missed just because of inaction, right? You have to remember, not deciding anything is a decision. If you're hesitating, it means you're deciding not to take action. And if you don't take action, that costs you. And that is pretty much the story of this quick game. It's a very one-sided game so far for KSV. PPB tried their best to, catch a few things to get it going, but the rotations, they had some good ideas, right? They wanted to catch bot lane with some rotations, but I feel like they rotated too late. They focused on things a little bit too late. And Ezreal got a lot of free passes because we saw that earlier. Ezreal was just getting a lot of free, disgusting damage. 1 poke was like 400 HP, and then 3 pokes later, they're half HP. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, the team fight from... I feel bad for PPB, right? The team fight from PPB was to get everyone grouped so that they could deal as much damage. But if everyone's grouped, that's perfect for KSV. KSV comes in with the Malphite ultimate, bam. Alright, everyone's knocked up, Ezreal ultimate, boom. That's it. Everyone's half HP, and then Katarina comes up from the back, uses ultimate, walks around, bam. Right? Beam, bam, boom, gone. Now, we'll take a break so that I can get some water. Everyone, please stay hydrated. Okay? We will see you in 5 minutes, I believe. All right, we are back. Let me just get a few things ready. I believe the teams are almost ready already. So let us just get into this real quick. Did I have that 1-1 score the whole time? That's not good sign. Now, KSV has definitely gotten their first game. Okay. So the bands are already going in. Let's just set this up so that we don't have any mistakes. KSV is now on the left side. And then I believe it's going to be Pink Paddle Boys on the right side. There we go. Let's fix this properly. So Wukong is going to be the first ban, I believe. Yes. And then it's going to be a Yasuo ban. All right. So when both teams are ready, we shall go into the live games right away. Okay, so let's look at picks again. What do we expect the picks to be? I feel like picks are not going to be too different. KSV might go for the Malphite or Lulu pick. Yep, Lulu has been open. So the first pick straight away is going to be Lulu. I believe that will be a Lulu support. Now they're going to go back to the Alistair once again. Okay, and then Alistair. No, it's going to be Ken. Ken and Alistair. We can see some comfort picks coming in here right away. Ooh, is that an actual Jarvan? Though. Don't get me excited like that, man. Now I am expecting yep, I expected Malphite, and then Jarvan will be interesting. Malphite and Jarvan will be very, very interesting indeed. Jarvan Malphite combo would be pretty deadly. In my opinion. Now it's gonna be an Evelyn pick once again. So they're sticking to their guns. They said, alright, there's nothing too wrong with our last game. We just need to play a little bit better. Now ZTG the jungler, what are you playing? Oh, that's gonna be an Akali pick. So they're gonna go for the Akali pick, hopefully that they can carry this game a little bit better. And we're gonna see, is that a Draven pick? Are we getting a Draven? Aw, come on, don't pull my heartstrings like that. Okay, it's gonna be Tristana. And it's gonna be an... Oh, where? That's not an Orianna, that's a Zed. Now, this is gonna be interesting. It's a whole new bunch of picks compared to the last game where everyone almost picked the same thing. This is actually a whole different story. KSV showing a little bit more variety. Just a little bit more variety in the team picks, which is always great. You know, there's nothing wrong with having more teams. Now, where did I post the link? All right, so let's just go back to looking at the picks real quick. So Lulu J4, they're gonna have a lot of protection, right? So Zed is allowed to go almost all in, always. And he will always be protected by the Lulu. Ooh, that is a little bit on the loud side. You are a little bit loud, friend. Let's soften you a bit. Okay.
Minions have spawned.
No, you're too soft now. God damn it. All right, anyway. Where are we? PPB on the right side. Let's just make sure that the overlay is correct. Yes, the overlay is definitely correct. So we both teams are going to go for a a truce. No one's going to invade each other's jungle. Okay. I am so sorry about that. Now we can see here Lulu versus Lulu Tristana. It's going to be a relatively So now this is the battle of the hyper carries, right? Tristana and Jinx, they're both hyper carries, but I would say that Jinx is more snowball-y than Tristana, right? What this means is, if they both fight each other and they both have even items.
Blood. Red
What?
team champion slain.
What did we miss? Nani? It's okay. Anyway, let's just talk about bot lane a bit, just because that's mostly what I know. Jinx and Tristana, relatively even, but Tristana will have the better exchange, I would say. In a short-term burst, if she gets her explosive shots onto Jinx, then Tristana is always going to win that trade, right? And that's going to play very important because that's going to affect how they interact in the bot lane. Right, we can see Jarvan going there for right now. So what happened to Kennen? Is he DC'd? Is he... Oh boy. Is this a DC? Do we need to fix this? Is he alright? Because if he DC'd, I will offer a remake, but like that's kind of a shame if he actually DC'd. Or was he waiting for money? We missed another kill. I'm so sorry guys, I'm a terrible spectator. No, he didn't buy anything. That's just a little bit awkward. That's a bit unfortunate if PPB is gonna lose off of that. But that's already 2 kills in advantage for Team KSV. I am a terrible spectator, but that is okay. We will learn over time. Don't worry about it. Okay, I promise. Let's go back into the mid lane as we're going to see KSV is probably Goosebumps is probably going to take some damage right now. He's taking more damage than he should. Honestly, getting hit by ZTG. Oh, I just noticed that's a role swap right there. ZTG is now mid lane. He's not mid lane Wukong anymore. He's no longer jungle Wukong actually. It's Briar Rose on the Eve lane. Was it like that the last game? Oh, it was. I was wrong. Okay, ZTG now on the mid lane. He's trying to stop Goosebumps from going home. But they're both level 5. They both have their ultimates ready. Both jungler KSXZ is getting ready to say hi a little bit. Trying to bait ZTG into going a little bit too offensive. But spotted by that ward, so it's actually not going to matter. He's playing it really, really safe. He's trying to play in such a way saying, I don't know you're here, but make me look like you're here. Right? Okay, so it's going to be called off. Jarvan saying, you know what, it's not worth it. Now let's look at bot lane. Bot lane's been forced to go back, but look at that. They've already got it. The first quarter of that turret, and that Jinx ultimate's going to fly down to send a warning shot. Hey, hey, get out of my tower. Get up, my lord.
Blue team champion slain.
And we're gonna miss one more kill once again. How did I keep missing these kills? I'm getting terrible. Alright, it's gonna be one more kill and miss onto bot lane. Miss onto the mid lane. Guys, I swear I'm a professional, alright? We will fix this over time. I just like bot lane a lot. Now, what's going on right now? ZTG is finally getting his retribution kill 1-2-1 on the mid lane, which is very, very nice indeed. He has been suffering quite a lot, I would say, from all the pain he has been given last game. His Wukong tried his best to initiate, but it didn't go too well. As we're going to see a quick engage onto the Zed, but it is not going to turn into anything. 3v3 skirmish is going to happen soon. And look at that, ZTG thinking about going in with the R2. But it's not happening. But look at that, the flash pulverize back, headbutt into the Jarvan. Jarvan's going to be made big, but it's not going to matter anyway. KSV Sephiroth is going to take quite a bit of damage. ZTG's going up and saying, you know what? We're not giving you this easy 2-0. We want to at least win one game. And right now, they're going to translate that into the Dragon. Right now, they have the numbers advantage for Dragon, but look at that. Our energy is coming back already. No, that's not energy, it's XZ. XZ is coming back already. And we can see here Soul right now is coming in from the side. A little bit brave, I would say. But that definitely stalled them from doing Dragon. Malphite is coming down from the top lane. They're going to secure the Dragon right away. Jarvan coming in, trying to look for something, but it's okay. Look at that. ZTG manages to get the kill on KSV Soul eventually. Oh, that's a very nice dash, but he's taking a little bit extra damage. He's flashing. The flash gets exchanged. It's going to be a double kill for our nice Akali over there, but they're going to be chased right now. It's going to be a 3v2 scenario. Evelyn at the back there running away. Nothing much you can do. ZTG has the vision on the Zed, thinks about it, goes for the kill, but the ultimate coming in from Zed is going to debate him, and the cataclysm from the Jarvan is going to end that with a double kill. That team fight went, I would say, pretty south for our good friends at PPB, but they met their best with the situation. They secured the dragon at the very least. They managed to get a few kills. They've evened up the kills. You know, the team fight didn't go as the way they wanted to, but at least, at the very least, they've got some kills. They have some money in their pockets, and that's going to help them slowly crawl their way. ZTG definitely does not want to lose this game in 2-0. We can see the way he's playing. He wants those kills. He almost landed that shuriken. He was going to go in back for that double dash, but that is all right. 6 minutes into the game. You know, compared to last game, we'll take this, all right? We'll take this. Compared to last game, we have way more action going on now. And who doesn't love more action? All right, as we look at someone to focus on real quick, let's look at the items now. We can see from the top lane, we look at Malphite versus the Cannon. Cannon is back down by 2,000 gold. Being AFK early game definitely did not help. That's why he decided to stay at top lane to farm up the EXP to try and catch up on that. But look at that, Malphite is actually pretty strong now. He has the Spectre's Cowl and also the Abyssal Mask. That's gonna cause Cannon to be a little bit less effective as time goes on. But until then, he should be fine. He just needs some time to catch up. There's going to be 3-man piling onto the Jinx. Nothing being translated into a kill just yet. Akali is mid lane getting some free farm right now. Zed is roaming around looking for some kills. But they definitely have to send more than one person to take care of Akali, right? Look at that Q from... look at that, Akali just taking out Sephiroth's HP. One more combo and would have been dead. A little bit of trouble right there, Fred. And look at that, Jinx thinking about maybe looking for some quick cheeky kills. But both teams are going to call it a stalemate. Now, Tristana is being forced to run away. He's choosing to back up. He has been spotted by the tower, but Evelyn... he runs away safe. He runs away safe. Alright, now compared to last game, there's more action this game, which is okay, you know, better than no action for like 10 minutes. No one's gonna complain about that. Both teams definitely won their reasons to win. KSV do not want to give them a win. They want to close it out 2-0. We can have PPB who definitely want to try their best to at least not have a 2-0 loss. You know, it kind of feels bad if you get a 2-0 loss, especially with that stop that happened last game. But we can at least say the game's more even than last game. You know, it didn't go as out of control as it did. Rift Herald is being done. So Rift Herald? Yes, Rift Herald is being done right now by the blue team. KSV is going to start dancing with their opponents as Malphite has gone to the forward position. And look at that, the ultimate coming in from the Cannon, getting 3 people at the back line already. Cannon is actually going to get rid of 1 person. ZTG manages to get the kill right there. It's going to be a 2-for-2 exchange already from both teams. And we can see here Tristana trying his best to run away, but ZTG, somehow the last person left alive from this team fight. He's being chased by everyone. He's gonna go back in for the kill and doesn't get it. No! Goosebumps! 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 Good job, man. Good job. That was a good play from ZTG. He knew he was pretty much dead. He tried to make a heroic play, but he was just lacking just a little bit more damage. He would have had made it if maybe he had something that wasn't fleet footwork. But that is okay. He was gonna die anyway. Might as well die with a bang, right? It would have made him look cool on stream. But that is okay. Right now, Alistar coming in with a pulverized headbutt combo onto the Tristana, but the team is not going to capitalize on that so far. Instead, it looks like Copy Padas over there is going to get punished instead for that. It's going to take more than 40% of his HP down. Dragon has spawned. Both teams know that Dragon has spawned, and I believe they are not rotating towards it so far. There's a lot of vision control onto the side right now, but look at that top lane. It's going to be a engage onto our good friend here, but I believe he's been spotted by a ward as Goosebumps is going all in. Actually, look at that, the ultimate coming in from Cannon. Goosebumps almost making it out alive. Let's see.
Slain.
technical errors. I'm sorry, guys. I swear. Anyway, so Goosebumps going a little bit more aggressive than he should be. He got stunned under that tower, got really greedy, I would say, and that definitely sent him flying away. Getting chased by ZTG there as I accidentally pressed F1 because I thought this was League of Legends. And look at that. Ackerman trying to get the teleport, and he gets the teleport right now. It's going to be a blue team who gets the Ultra Dragon right now. And 2 people already from the red team is dead. 3 people dead so far. 1 was from the fight earlier. No, 1 was from the Dragon Pit, I believe. Yes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What is happening here so far? KSV somehow has controlled the game once again. And they are going for the Baron play. Wacky is deciding to go back right now. I hope he has teleport. If he doesn't have teleport, then oh well. Baron's being done. ZTG, he's going for the Hail Mary. He's going in. He's trying to deal some damage. He's hidden right now. He's thinking of stealing. He could have stole the Baron, but no, he's going for the kills instead. Is he going to get anybody? But nope. He's going to die. It's going to be a 5 versus 1. He tried to make a hero play. I think he was so fixated on trying to just get 1 or 2 kills. He didn't realize Baron was actually 1 attack away. But it do be like that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. And KSV is going to come out with a clean Baron and a dead ZTG. I believe that was shutdown gold as well. Let's look at the items from the teams as we focus on someone more interesting maybe. Hey, let's look at Zed. Let's focus on someone more interesting. As we can see here, Jinx is forced to flash actually as Zed is going in for the offensive, getting some damage onto the Evelyn, but he's going to get stuck right there by the Alistar, taking quite a bit of damage. The shield is going to keep him alive just for a little bit more, but it's not going to matter right now. As we can see, Jarvan is going back in Cataclysm. He's going to suicide himself to just trap them there so that his team can kind of catch up, but Kennen is coming in. Alistar is going in with the pull price, trying to catch KSV Soul right there. Soul is taking quite a bit of damage on Tristana, but look at that. Tristana got the kill, got the reset. He's going to jump again. He is now unstoppable. That was a good fight that just went wrong.
Red team champion slain. Red team champion slain.
KSV powered up Baron. I think that's what saved him, plus the Ocean Dragon. But like that powered up Baron fight is definitely went in their favor, that they got the extra firepower needed to take care of PPB. If not, I think PPB actually had a decent winning chance. But look at that, damn it! Brian Rose, what are you doing? He just dies to KSV Soul just like that, taking all those free auto attacks from the Tristana. This Tristana is pretty big and pretty fed right now. Now, PPB, what's your plan? ZTG has one job and one job only. Find the Tristana, kill him. Forget the Zed, forget the Malphite, forget everyone else. You can't really kill them. Kill the Tristana. Tristana dead, team win. Tristana not dead, team lose. Let's keep it simple, right? KSV 13-14 minutes of the game. 6 kill advantage, 79. They have 15,000 gold advantage. 6 towers up. Oh dear. 6 towers up. They have all the macro play in the world, right? There's only 3 towers. I believe top lane is exposed, so they have 2 options now. They can force bot and let top push slowly because they're super minions, or they can just do 1 for split push, right? 1 for split push is definitely going to work here because super minions, no one can take care of Malphite, and they've been winning team fights so far with them without the Malphite right now. Let's have a little bit of focus onto our good friend Tristana right here because he's going to be definitely focused really hard if possible. But meanwhile, let's switch our focus onto the top lane as soon as I find my mouse. Malphite has actually managed to solo the Kennen. Kennen's actually pretty low right now. Malphite forced to run away. He is eventually going to die. But here's the thing. Malphite may have died, but at what cost? Because 5 people wasted their time to take him down. And now mid lane's pushed in. Bot lane is pushed in. They might not get damage onto the bot lane turret, but with all the focus onto bot lane, right? Mid lane turret is gone. That's 1 more tower gone. KSV, they are playing by the League of Legends playbook. Take 1 tower down at a time, apply pressure, and now super minions on all 3 lanes. Back up, heal up, respawn, get the dragon, end the game. That is what you should do. Don't force any crazy shit. Don't do what Goosebumps is doing, right? Goosebumps, that's not what you should be doing right now. Okay, you don't need to play this recklessly, right? Red team, forced to check Baron because they don't know. If they're doing Baron, they're doing Dragon. Dragon's gone, Baron's left, alright? Baron is all that's left. So, The last fight of the game comes down to the Baron. Or will it? There's two ways this fight will go. They have a Baron fight. Who wins the game. They fake a Baron fight. They backdoor. That's the two options right now. Looks like KSV is definitely going for that backdoor option. As we can see, Malphite is just being a menace right now, being a big nuisance. He is going to be annoying as possible. But look at that. Super Minions 1, Super Minions 2, Super Minions 3. But this is more important. And right now, 2 people are at the base defending. You know what this means? This signals that this is going to be a free Baron. Look at this. The defensive play from the red team, Team PPB, are forced to play in a very awkward spot. Baron has already been started, and look at that, the initiation from Malphite. Malphite saying, I'm not letting you guys fight. The ultimate from Evelyn is actually going to be wasted over there. And look at that, Cannon is coming in, trying to make a Hail Mary play, but gets pushed away by Tristana. It's now godlike. Tristana is definitely going out of this world, and it's going to be Alistair, the last person alive, and he is going to take it down. And look at that, Zed is going to go for the flashy plays, but here Jinx goes golden, tries to stay alive, tries to look cool, but he's going to die under the fountain. Maybe not. All right, it's okay, game's over. All right, that's GG 2-0 for KSV. Well played. Unfortunate to PPB that they could not at least make crawl back into the game, I would say, but it's okay. You know, maybe it's good that I missed half of those kills because maybe we don't want to see them. Very good attempt by PPB. They tried their best to try and make things do, but we can see that the team chemistry is different. Look at the team names, you know, KSV, Sephiroth, Exy, Soul, Goosebumps. These are definitely friends, whereas maybe PPB are a bunch of people like, hey, you got a team? You got a team? You got a team? Let's get together, right? We can see a bit of less team chemistry, you know, but that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's a bit unfortunate for KSV because I think the cannon was lagging early game and there was nothing much he can do. I don't know if there's a pause system in this game yet. Maybe we can pause next time and reset. If not, maybe we remake the game. But oh well, it is what it is. It do be like that sometimes. But KSV is going to take the game 2-0 just like that. So now let me just try and do some voodoo magic. Can I do some voodoo magic? Let's try and get some voodoo magic going on. Let's talk about how the teams what's going on? Where is the text? Oh. You know, it do be like that sometimes. KSV, they played definitely very well. I'm getting reports that some teams were definitely lagging. It is unfortunate. We cannot do much about the servers. I don't even know if there's a reset option in the game right now. Right. Well played by KSV nonetheless. They definitely, I would say, a well-deserved win. They will advance into the next bracket where they will face off Paradox Esports. So it's going to be a tough competition for them. Let me just export this real quick and I will have a graphic for you coming in a few seconds. Alright, so let us go into this image that I hastily set up together. Now, as we can see, Paradox Esports and KSV now advance to the semifinals for the prize pool of $120. It's not a lot of money, but you know, it is, at least it is better than it's better than no money, let's put it that way. Right, Pink Paddlefish boys, they tried their best, not doing too well, but you know what, at least in the second game they fought back, they tried, they bit back and said, you know what, we don't want to go down without a fight. Eventually it came down to how fed some players were. If we look back at the transition scores, right, we can see that Tristana was left alone for a lot. He got to auto attack and do all these free stuff. I feel like right now the meta in Wild Rift is that you shouldn't be playing high skill cap champions. I'm not saying that you don't. I don't mean this by saying that you guys are bad. I mean that because it's a mobile game and like, the more complex it is, the more work for your thumbs. Why make your thumbs work so much when you can use simple point and click champions that just do everything for you? Then you don't have to try, right? Then all you have to focus is don't miss position and you will be fine. But either way, that is still well played by KSV, well fought by PPB, and this brings us to the end of the stream for tonight. What is left for us tomorrow? So these are the games that we had tonight. Where is my... I feel like this is missing. All right, these are the games we had for tonight. These are the games we'll have for tomorrow. Sultan Idola will fight the Bots at 7:30 p.m. and then we will have 9 p.m. Eugen versus Dream Esports. So that's a slideshow. Oh, it's over there. That's a slideshow. There's not much you can do about it. It's just gonna play around for here and there. Don't worry about it, right? But we should expect some decent games. Dream Esports is the number 2 team that went on from the last game. From the last scrim with Sensei Ryu, so we are expecting decent things from them. We hope that they won't show us a game like Paradox, Esports, and Serpents, where Paradox almost possibly could have lost the game, right? But don't worry too much about it. Nonetheless, it was definitely a fun game, I would say. Now let's just look at these brackets one last time. So for tomorrow, we will have Sultan Idola versus the Bots at 7:30 p.m. Hopefully, we'll keep it to 7:30. And then we'll have Eugen versus Dream Esports at around 9 p.m., right? Barring delays and all that other stuff. Now, I will say that as an announcement to everybody, tomorrow onwards, I believe we will be swapping to our YouTube stream. If we can set it up properly, we will update everyone once again. If we do get our YouTube stream running, we will be running the Facebook stream in a lower, it will be still 720p, but it would be significantly lower quality. It would look something like, it's going to look something like this, right? It's going to be like, all right, come to our stream on YouTube, right? The reason why we're going to do this is because it's nice to watch games on Facebook, but at the same time, it's nice to also have something at 1080p and 60 frames per second, right? You want it ultra high quality. Hopefully we get it set up tomorrow. If it's not set up, then we'll see you on Facebook again. Don't worry about it, all right? But before we sign off for tonight, just remember a big thank you to our sponsors at Macchiato Cafe for making this tournament possible. We also want to thank all the players for signing up and at least, making sure that we have a tournament and we have an 8-team tournament. This tournament is not possible without all you players for joining. I'd like to thank all you viewers who are watching right now. I see there are 90 people still watching the stream even though the game's over. So you guys are still listening to some old boring guy rant about some games. Now, if you haven't, make sure you you like our page on Facebook, all right? K Project. www.facebook.com/kproject, right? If you want to see us on Instagram, instagram.com/kproject.bn. YouTube, I will link it somehow or other, all right? If you don't remember those links, just head to our Facebook page. You're gonna see link.tree and we'll put all our links there. If you have any questions or if anything, just send us a message, all right? And we will answer as fast as possible. Now, with that being said, those were some quick games. And remember, guys, please stay hydrated and we'll see you tomorrow.